I'm Sandro and I've been living on the open road inside my Tesla for just over a year now. Today, you will get a full tour of my electric camper.
So this is the legendary kitchen.
See what my road life essentials are, and I will answer some of your favorite questions.
Will I get a Cybertruck?
Has this truly been the best time of my life?
This is Beluga, my mobile electric home on wheels. And today we are in Bondsville Salt Flats in Utah. Even getting up here today was very, very difficult. I almost got stuck twice. But let me show you guys exactly how I'm living on the open road. So we're gonna start off with the frunk. So pretty much everything that I own today is inside of this. What is super cool about the frunk, because there is no engine, actually my engine fell out the car like 6 months ago. But because there is no engine, I have a lot of additional storage space. So right here, I have my gym bag that I use for Planet Fitness when I go shower. I love to work out in the early morning hours as well. I think staying active on the road is very important. Here I have a football back from my playing days as a professional athlete. I love to carry it with me. It brings back really good memories. I have my sandals for Planet Fitness, my Crocs, my gym shoes, hiking boots, puffy blanket for all occasions. I use it when it gets really cold to sleep inside my car, or I have a picnic. I have a fire extinguisher right here, some cleaning supplies, sponge, extension cable that I use for when I need to charge. I also have the Frubble designed for your frunk and trunk, specifically for Tesla. Fits all your models, designed by a friend of mine, Jimmy, who also lives out of his Tesla Model Y. These doors are the best. I love them. Okay, so right here, I have my Astro AL fridge, 22 liters, absolute solid. It's on pretty much 24/7. Definitely a fridge that has been through its paces and still doing very well. The Model X has a lot of extra storage underneath the seats. Like right now, I got my cleaning supplies, I got my peanut butter that I always keep handy. It's very spacious that sometimes I don't even know what to do with the extra space that I have. I have my toiletry bag right here, and I have my microfiber towel. If you are gonna go travel, get a microfiber towel because they will dry within 10 to 15 minutes. And I put on the heat seat warmers, a little tip that I've learned on the way if you wanna keep your cabin and your towels smelling good. But let's go to the other side. In a lot of ways, it's still a car because I don't have a full platform like a lot of people do when they live in their cars. I do have a bed that completely folds down. It's about enough space for one person to sleep. And then I have my kitchen in the back. But before I get there, let me show you my driver's side where I spend a lot of my time on the road. So it has the yoke, no stocks. It has a 17-inch screen right here. And on the side doors, I have my handy bear spray that I thankfully have never had to use. I got my one spoon right here, a little dirty, but I got a little rag to clean. I got a lot of rubber bands. I use this a lot to tie things up, and they're very, very handy. I got my pepper spray. I got my lights as well. So that's the driver's side. Let me go back and reverse around. So this is the front passenger side. It is a little bit more cluttered, so it's a realistic tour of my house. So I have some Tupperware from the meals I've made. I got some peanut snacks. Usually I make my coffee in here. I got my Insta360 camera, and then I have my trash. So I had a different trash months ago, but I ended up losing the bucket. So now I have a Trader Joe's bag. So I will probably get that collapsible bin again. I got some books right here. I got a container as well for some snacks and some camera gear again, suction cup. And underneath there, I have some books. And I completely forgot to mention, this is my privacy screen that I set up at night before I go to bed. And it really gives me a complete disguise as nobody really knows that I'm sleeping in there. And then up here, I have a bucket hat for summer times, which is no longer the time of season anymore. And then here I have a hat from Holland. It's just a reminder of home, which is really hard to describe for me because I have lived in 4 different countries over the last like 16 years of my life. So when people ask me where you're from, it's a difficult question to answer because I don't really feel a connection to the Netherlands. but I do feel touch. It's such a weird thing, but I keep it with me because it's just a great reminder of where I came from in some ways. I have some survival food in case shit hits the fan and I can't cook for whatever reason. I got this for my trip to Alaska. Only ate 2 of them, kept an extra one just in case. And this thing is a little safe that I have. Technically, this is a snap safe. I guess they're meant for guns as well, but I don't have a gun. I don't think I need one on the road. But this is super neat because I'm allowed to store some important documents, and it's attached to the seat, so somebody would really have to put effort into it. Stealing this of mine, so please don't. So now it's time to show my fully electric kitchen inside my Tesla. So this is the legendary kitchen that I built out with a good family friend of mine 7 months ago in Boston, Stuart. What a legend. So thankful for him because he had all the tools for me to build this. Without him, getting straight cuts would have been very difficult. So this is very seamless. It still works, no issues to report to date. So it's a telescope design. So there's 2 slide out drawers that come out all the way. So I have my cutting board, I have my induction stove right here, I have a toaster, I have a sink as well that I rarely use though. It's more like an extra storage space now because when I do dishes, usually it's inside of the car. Just a lot to clean, I guess. Trying to keep things as simplistic as I can so I go do them. That's something I really learned. If something takes more than 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes to do, sometimes it could be just like a chore, like you have in a normal house, right? And then up here, I have my water dispenser, which is Dometic solid. They actually don't make them anymore, sadly, but I got one from a friend who donated it, so very grateful for that. Cannot forget the spice rack. And this is also kind of a charging dock that I have. This is my cigarette outlet, my 12-volt DC that powers my external battery pack that I'm going to show you in just a second. I have a lighter, I have some cables as well, and then a DJI microphone that I'm using right now to record this as well. So let's open this up. This is the EcoFlow Delta 2 battery pack that powers my full kitchen. On a single charge, I can get about 35 minutes of cooking time, and it's completely charged with the 12-volt DC outlet right here. And it's awesome because it's also my power bank that charges my camera equipment that I have right here. I have my camera bag right here, which takes up a significant amount of space, as you can see, but kind of fits perfectly. So this is about 90% of my clothes right here as well, neatly organized because I did laundry recently. So this is my water jug, my 5 gallons, that has a running tube to the Dometic water dispenser right here. And I have a vacuum cleaner, which you can no longer buy, sadly, but it's solid. I got it as a donation as well. This is my water kettle that I have to make tea. I have my camera equipment. I have a chair right there as well that I rarely use, but when I do, it's nice to have. Underneath here, I have a plate, one plate. Don't really have too many guests over, so if you are a guest someday, bring your own plate. I got my induction pan. I have some additional camera gear right here. And then I have a winter blanket that I've never used. I might donate that sometime because I rarely use it, because I have a -degree sleeping bag from REI, which is solid. Kept me warm on my trip to Alaska. I cannot forget this because these are the TSS T Sportline Overlander and Adventure tire package that I recently got a couple months ago before my trip to Alaska. But these are solid. The Falcon all-terrain tires, snow and mud graded. I feel a lot more at ease driving on the road, especially coming up here was very difficult. But I think with the proper tires, I feel a little bit more invincible. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I just love to do. So now I'm gonna answer a couple questions that I've gotten on my Instagram when I asked about what you guys would like to know about my lifestyle. So first question is, will I get a Cybertruck? And honestly, as of now, I don't really know, as the Model X suits my lifestyle better, as I'm able to live in it, don't need a camping setup in the back of my bed, of a truck. I do think when the Cybertruck comes out in a couple weeks, it'll be insane. It's gonna change the look of the road. So second question, What is my most essential accessory? That's something that I can just not live without. And I think it would probably have to be my EcoFlow Delta 2 battery pack, because it powers all my equipment on board. It helps me cook, technically charge my car, worst comes to worst in a scenario. So essentially, it's the powerhouse of my house. So if there's one essential that gives me the most fun, it probably has to be my running boots or shoes or sneakers. But these guys give me freedom in a lot of ways. And I love to exercise. I think it's very important to stay healthy while living on the road, because you do sit a lot, you drive a lot. So being able to be physically active for me gives me peace of mind. Being on the road, I have met the kindness of people. I've felt so much love. The unpredictable days is really what just gets me excited. And there's one thing that I've learned on the road that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. It's a simple thing. It's to embrace the uncertainty of life, and just instead of waiting for life to happen, for things to be perfect, I decide to just take things in my own hand and just go. And I'll figure it out later, instead of trying to work on perfectionism or trying to get the ideal scenario, ideal timing. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go and figure it out as I go along the way. And that's exactly how I started living inside my Tesla. I had no idea that I was gonna start living inside of a Tesla Model 3. And then it just came to my mind. I was like, because I can. I'm healthy, you know, I saved up some money. So I was like, the time to do it is now. Thanks for everybody who supported my channel and have watched my videos, because my videos are little glimpses in time. And how can I forget this sticker? Are you bear aware?